Alright, welcome back everyone. As you can see, I've got my tray of tiny pieces out, but they're so tiny I've got to zoom in. And maybe dim the lights a little bit. Got a little standing thing, some posters and cards. That's supposed to be a candy tray, and of course a quill and an inkwell on the other side when gravity isn't taking effect, and a sign. All this looks fairly eclectic, but our ultimate goal is to build something like this that ends up in a glass jar, which I think we should be able to do that. I hadn't looked very far ahead, but I've sort of been peeking ahead. I don't see any super complicated issues here. I see a couple of bends I'm worried about on the broom and the hourglass up there, but I think it's within my skill level. No news as of to the arrival of the link kit for the marble runs, but I decided I'm going to go through and try and get the marble runs working as part of the link kit project to actually give it hopefully a little more. It doesn't look like the link kit's a big build, but that's my plans for the future. We'll probably move into that after this one's over with. I'm assuming it'll be here by then. And for anybody who's new here, like I said, this is the ultimate goal to build, and I do it step by step in real time. You get to see me make all my triumphs and failures, and how I fix them. And we're on this one. We're ready. It's actually I think I'm on page 6 now. Yeah, page 6 is where we're going to start up, because page 5 was the beginning of the build, and I'm hoping to get through 2 pages today. I think I can do that. But without any further ado, we'll jump into page 6 and get rolling. Okay, like I say, we get to make us some candy boxes, and I'm going to attempt, it says to make 6 slices of lemon. I don't know if it'll ever focus up on that or not. You can sort of see there lemon slices. We gotta make 3 and then cut them in half, and they're all gonna fit in that box, allegedly. I don't know. And we're gonna actually build our counter. So actually most of the stuff that we built yesterday is gonna end up in place today. So I'm looking forward to getting that done. It says the first thing, actually let me pick these guys up. Sort of slide, there's a little piece there. Slide these out of the way, because we're going to work on this guy first. And I'm going to bring it all the way in again, because like I said, these are teeny tiny pieces. And I'm still trying to figure out a good balance of light versus, I can't turn my overhead light on because that reflects on my gluing board, but I could probably get by without actually using the gluing board. Don't break everything. Yes. Just grab a piece of paper and turn my light back on and see if that. Hopefully I won't spill any glue and get everywhere. A piece of poster board cardstock here. Give it a little more light. And see what we can't do to make us a little candy display. And get my straight edge. And get our creases put in place here. And didn't do a. See, that was the bend I was worried about, making that corner around our window, as is this next one, and a bit of a concern. Then I'm not going to tear it, because I'm not seeing many or any at all, as a matter of fact, spare pieces in this kit. Ooh, and that's what I was worried about, it tearing a little bit as it went around the edge there. I didn't think about it on the side. It tore a little bit, but I think it's okay. May want to, when you do it, you may want to leave the center piece in and bend it and then cut it out after the fact. Just get your creases going. Okay. Get those in. Okay. Now, the fun of doing a dry fit. Let's see here. These better. Put these over to make sure I got good creases in all of them. So that one is, ooh, it's gonna be iffy. Yeah, looks like that one is not liking being bent. I missed the window a little bit, so it's a little extra thin in that corner right there, and that's where my okay. Let's see if I can make a box this small. You in. Oops, get this on the outside. Little pink stripy pieces out of the outside. Not. See if I didn't cut this one enough. Okay. Okay, I need a little, just a fraction more on this corner. And that may have been too much. Okay, so pop these guys in. You over. This guy's around. So, okay, and I just saw a piece I forgot to cut. I was looking to see where that went. I noticed there was one that I didn't use. Okay, so this is something like that. It's the ultimate goal. Hopefully, once I get the glue on, it'll be held together better. But first thing, before I do that, I need to cut this piece out because that's the backing for our box. Okay. Got pieces here. Try to anyway. Now, again, try not to break everything. Let's cut some lemon slices. Move this out of the way. Bring my cutting board in. Let's see, they're saying to cut 3 slices, cut those in half, then notch them. If I can get them to the point like that, that's where they're going to live. Let's see here. So you in place on our cutting board, the old X-Acto knife out. And hold you. Okay. Not too bad. Not very straight, but not too bad. Okay. Okay. That one got a little chunky on one side, but the other two actually pretty smooth. Okay. So that's supposed to save that for later or something. Put you in there. And these guys, like I say, I'm not going to try and just in half, or at least half-ish. Okay. Cap my knife. That went better than I was expecting it to, I'll be honest. Now these are supposed to fit 6 of those on there, according to the picture. Okay, they've got them. Caddy cornered in there, but even that's going to be a bit of a stretch. I think I might get 5 in, but I don't think 6 are going to go. Okay, well maybe. Well, looks, let's say that one got extra chunky. How big's my box? Box of, yeah, I'm just gonna stick with 5. I think. I just don't think. I say this is that big chunky piece. So I'm gonna let it sit. Maybe I'll use it later. I think I can make 5 work. Okay, so precision gluing means it's time for the old B7000 and its fine tip. See if I can get 1 drop to come out and just go from there. And it's keeping to coming. Strings. Okay, so you on there. Above it. Down flush. Okay. That suits me. 1 more drop for the middle one, hopefully. Oh. Get back in there. Down. Straight up and down. Okay. No strings at the moment. Now, a dot or a couple of dots, depending on what it feels like doing. Okay. Appears to not be strung on to it now. And find me another. Okay, something to hold it down with. And pop in our last 2 lemon wedges. Okay. Nice. Now, those are supposed to go here in the bottom of this bucket, or this box. So, a couple more drops of the old, and stick to something. I'll stick to those. Okay. more drops of the old B7000. Hopefully, cooperate with me. That should be enough. And see if I can get this picked up and help you into place. Back there. Alright. I think that's. Make sure it goes all the way back, I think. Okay, I'm going to give that glue a few minutes to set up, hopefully make it easier to assemble that box. So grab you and slide you up here out of the way where I won't hit you again. And we'll move over to our, like I said, got a couple of candy boxes to make. A little larger on these, so hopefully won't be nearly as bad as trying to do that teeny tiny one. And I think these are just sort of along the same lines as the gift box ones I've done. I actually got pretty good at those. Got an email from one of y'all actually. Or a notification of that you had replied, that somebody replied to me. Have a discussion in the comment section. Always fun to interact with y'all. Well, so far it has been. I've heard horror stories, but so far it's been a good constructive environment for everybody, I think. Okay. Now do the dry fit and see how these. This is the one I'm a little worried about because it's a little more complicated top. And this, to me, looks like a Birdie Bott's Every Flavor Bean bag from the movies. Turn those guys in. Keep out. Roll you around. Going you up. Just want to dry fit. Let me. I think my plan is going to be to do that side seam first, and then try and make the top and bottom work. I think that's going to be my best deal. Working on these calls for the Gorilla Super Glue. I like it for having the brush in it. It seems work a little bit handier to me. Basically get as much glue off of the brush as I can, so it's hardly anything left. I just want to get the impression that I'm putting glue on this flap here. Yeah, that ought to be plenty. And if I can get you around and lined up, be the first start of something good, I think. Alright. Missed it by a little bit, but I think it'll still fly. Okay. Yeah, I'm off a little there. Focus, but like I say, it's within reason to me at this scale. Those guys, and then this one on top of it, I think that'll hold them together, make us a good bottom. So I'm just gonna clean the brush off really good again. Try and hit all three of them, just barely. sort of hold you for a second. Doesn't take long with paper. And boom, just like that. Like I say, this one's, the top was one thing that worries me a little bit, but I think I didn't crease those, did I? It might still work without me gluing myself to it too much. So something like that. Of course, you can't see any of that detail underneath on my fingers. But let's say bend them. And these two out just a shade and get to those gray flaps for my glue. Hopefully. Greedy and go all at once. Okay, everybody in and over. Little glue to it, but I'm not okay. Okay, I forgot to crease them, so that's got a little wavy on it, but otherwise, I'm pretty pleased with that. I say it. If I'd remembered to put my crease along the top of the little window there, that would have worked better. But otherwise, not a bad looking candy bag. Ideal candidate to be put into my tray of teeny tiny pieces. Now this one actually should be easier, I believe, with the let's say no odd angles on this one, so it should just be a matter of doing the creases on either side. Hold it steady. Okay. Oh, you the wrong way, other way. Actually, let's do all those out. Maybe that'll make it easier to line up my first flap. Get those a little bit out of the way. Same technique this time. You'll just hopefully bring that together about like that. And a little crooked again. Off by about that much. Stuff sets up instantly on the paper, it seems. Alright, let's do the bottom first. So these guys in. Down on top of it. You go on. Get in there. Okay, so like that. Okay, say that. Not perfect, but perfect enough for me. So you guys go that way. You guys go in. You guys go in on top of those. Okay. that. Okay. Okay. And our box of fizzing whizzies is pretty well complete. A little loose on one side, but I'm gonna let that slide. Okay. So, put my glue back on, and let's see if our box of lemon wedges is ready to cooperate with us. I say this is one I'm not looking forward to. I'm trying to figure out a good way to do this. And that can actually be on the bottom. Okay, so I'm going to do the sides first. Try and do both sides at once. If I can get them to all. So many moving parts on this one, it makes it. Tuck you in. Over. Okay, so those are, I think, fairly cooperative. And then I'm just going to use the. Yeah. Okay. I think that's going to be my plan. Maybe I should try and do one side at a time, but that might be easier, might be harder. I'm not super sure. Let me do a stop start real quick before I lose track of time again. Okay. Yeah, let's see what happens if I do just one side. Let's do this one. Line you guys up and bring you over. Sort of make a corner maybe. Okay, not bad. Other side. Okay, also not bad. I think I can get to that. Go inside. I'm going to trim these two sides, the ears off here. I don't think I'm coordinated enough to do that. Just wrap the bottom onto here. Okay, so just a little, probably too much. But in there, come back. Push through from the top. Okay, there we go. Once again, not perfect, but not bad. That side looks a little better. No gap there. So I'll try and obscure this corner. Yeah, all right. And that, I think, completes our candy for this page. We get to move over to the building our countertop now. So let's set you into a tray of teeny tiny pieces. And go back to, don't need the cutting board anymore. I guess I didn't need it for the last few minutes, but and get to build up our counter space. Okay. So I think probably stick with the old, actually, B7000 will give me a little more flexibility. I'm going to try this at first, see how it lasts, see how it works. Because it's got us making a square. Okay, okay, so we're going this guy, two of these. They go on the outside, which means I think I'm gonna do my old marker trick on the sides of these. I'm not sure if this is a good idea on this one or not, but I'm gonna give it a try just because I think it looks better than having that big white line down it. And if it's in the shadows, maybe this will sort of obscure some of that. I think most of these are showing. This is actually the display window here, so last one. Okay, so now let's see, we're supposed to do that. These two guys on either side of it. Then floor, and that's on the other end. And this is our countertop, and like I said, this is our face. I'm way positioned way off there. But let's see. Ooh, where's my jig? This is ideal. Ah, there it is, way over there. Okay. I totally, for some reason, I forgot about my right angle jig. I am going to go back to using super glue because I made an effort at cleaning this off, but it's still got some chunks in there. But I think that's still pretty going to be pretty close. Okay, now this goes outside, and this one goes here. So I should have made this. So I want to make sure that the writing on the inside. Find something to stick under there. Oh, this tool from the last one would be good to get my angle. All right, and you go. Get some glue. Don't have to totally dry this one out. I'm gonna. That may be too much. Down in there. Another 2 or 3 more seconds. Okay. Then same thing on the other side. There. Get me a push that down with, so I'm not pushing on the top of it. Go in there and just push you down and over. And a couple more, and alright. And that's not a right angle, but I think it's close enough for us. I say I got a few chunks in there, and that's, once you get this thing up, it's hard to make that pressure. But I think I'll be able to squeeze that into place. Oh, I just noticed my little, that piece goes on here too. Actually, it goes on this one, so I might as well stick that on right now. Now we'll use the B7000 for it while I up on there. I think that's supposed to be like the drawer pull. May have made it a little bit too long, but I'm okay with that. Made it a lot too long. All right. Now, okay, let's do these guys next. These two. So, one of them up here, and this one's going to go in, yep, on the inside. So here in there, and I say this goes to the inside of that one. On this is that's the outside. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Okay. Trying to think this through and try and make sure I follow the instructions to some degree. Okay, so you over. Put a lot on there, so I'm going to give it a couple more, maybe 5 more seconds. Okay, that's pretty close to right angle. I don't break it as I put it on this other piece. Now, what I can do actually, put this goes this. So I could just do this first, then put that over on there too, rather than trying to assemble that one onto that one. I think that'll a little more stability there. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I can put you over into the corner. Okay. Got. Yeah, that's looking all right. A little extra oozing out there, but pretty close. Get just a shade off right there, but that's still. And there's a little shade off on the bottom too, but that's still, I say, for me, really good. Okay, now this one should just fit. Which way does that go? Goes that way, so like that. And that should be I'm wanting that. That's going to be, because I want it flush with the top and bottom. There, okay. Yeah, so a little bit of glue on there. Just sort of concentrate towards the middle, I think. So maybe I can avoid getting it all over me. Side, yeah, okay. Got a gap there, but I'm gonna live with that. Okay, so I got that going on. Like I said, there's a little. There's that gap there. And this is supposed to just go on top, right there. Flush with the front. No, actually it's supposed to stick out on the front, so flush with the back. So maybe I'll do it like. Okay. Something like that. Okay, so I'm just going to hit the front and sort of down on the T, so maybe it won't go down onto my paper, and glue to that. I'm going to go, I guess I just like about halfway down and all the way across the front. Another good 5-6 seconds at least. Okay. That profile looks close to the picture in the book. I did mess up my drawer pull, but that's repairable. Alright. And we have our counter. Dig it. And that concludes page 6. Without any major issues, I would say. I guess we did that. You and you and you. Alright. So let's move on to page 7. I think we're about to use all these guys anyway, so I'll just leave them out and be right back with that. Okay, first part of page 7, we get to put all our pieces into play. Oh, plus I got some more over here off to the side. That goes on there as well. Okay. Let's see here. First off, I think I'm going to start with this piece because it looks like it's you're supposed to have it sort of hanging off the side, so get a little curl going on it here. And curl going the other way. Makes it easier to pick up. This thing going all kinds of weird directions on this picture. But that looks like I'm supposed to hang it sort of off the edge here. So I'm going to stick with the Gorilla Super Glue just for the instant bond. Just a dab right there. Ease you down into it, and actually I'll throw a little bit down here too, just sort of hold it in place. Yeah. And then our cash register goes on top of that, sort of in this space. Then this box of doodads right next to the cash register, it says. So it's going to go then our little sign goes over catty cornered right here. These letters go here in front of the lemon slices. So and these two go underneath. So supposed to fit. There you go. Gotta go from the other side, I'd say. It shows them sort of twisted a little bit more than that, but I didn't think about having a lip there. And then this guy, make sure I get you right side up. It's this way. And actually our little, I didn't leave enough room for our letter's supposed to go behind the cash register there, so I'm going to use artistic license and have it sort of hanging off this corner. No, actually I'm going to use this corner. Yeah. Ooh. So I'll just do a dab here. That seal sort of showing because I'm about to put something on top of it. Okay, and now for these two pieces, I'm actually going to go switch over to the Turbo Tacky, just so I can get. There's not a lot of surface area for them to work with on the super glue. So the quill is supposed to go right in there. So and drop you in. Make sure I spin you so showing the feather, not the black wire. Ease you into that corner. And our candy dish right here. Like I said. And drop you into that. Yeah, okay, and that's sort of where we're going to end up. I've also got this little bead supposed to stick on there. I knew that was about to happen. But as I was about to say, I'm going to let the candy dish dry before I start trying to turn that horizontal to make that work. Okay, so put you back in. Give it a little spin maybe. Spread it around a little bit more. Okay, now, like I said, I'm going to give that a few minutes, let it dry before I try and make that stick. So I'll set you aside, and we will going to work on something I'm not looking forward to working on. Y'all thought that last bit was fiddly. Gonna make, I don't know what else to call it, a Ferrero Rocher. And each one of those little things is supposed to get these little balls on it, which is something, that's the part I'm really not looking forward to. I think. Okay, so this is supposed to be the back and of this. So these are supposed to go together like so. And then that goes on this, and that wraps around to make it a box. Okay. It seems like they could have just printed this on both sides. Okay. So, I'm gonna use a drop of the B7000 right smack dab in the middle. And hopefully get a chance to line this stuff up where it sits. Or it'll grab one of those strings and flip over and glue itself to the paper. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Like I said, now this is supposed to go on top of that. And then we put all those little beads in there. And I see myself using the Turbo Tacky again and just sliding them around in there and hoping they sort of look good when it's all said and done. Okay. So, static's already sticking it to it. Okay. Sure. Okay, and this is going to be wrapped, so I'm not going to worry about trying to color the sides of this one. Trying to hit this, most of the corners. Those. Yeah, this is not going to be fun. Okay. Glue up again. And like I said, that's all these are supposed to go in there, so I'm gonna try and actually let me use this to hold it down there. Just get a little bit in there. That's more than a little bit. What are you doing, Neil? Slinking around again, breaking stuff. I'll spread that around a little bit. Okay. Start popping these in there. Just see if we can get them to arrange themselves once we get them in there. Go in or not? Let's. Those two aren't, evidently. It said 10. Maybe one more. I think 9's going to be about my max, though. There's a little hole here. Okay. They all did fit. Now I just got to wait for that to dry and clear, and hopefully it looks pretty good. Okay. Once I saw those things, I wasn't sure that was going to work. But okay. Okay. Now, this. Another one I'm not so sure about. But we'll find out together. Another one should have left the centerpiece in and done the folding, then cut it out after you folded it. Okay. Okay. Back over there. So I'm supposed to do that. Okay. Yes, I think it's going to work. I'm a little surprised. Okay. Let's go back to the old super glue. I'm going to do the top two sides over here, and then once it's in place, I'll glue the bottom on. The bottom flap down, however you want to look at it. So, yep. And no, get in there. Cool. Okay. All right. It appears it's going to work. Alright, well, I had a little more on the top, it looks like, but that's for sure. Okay, I'm surprised. I was not expecting that to work. Alright, excellent. So, all we got left to do, I think, is to make a wand, which I'm an old pro with that. In theory, if I hadn't already forgotten how to do it, and a box of, yes, that's a chocolate frog box, y'all know that. But I've gone long enough where I need to change my battery, so I'm going to go change my battery, and I'll be right back, and we will knock these two out, and we will call that a night. So I get to make a wand, a couple of wand boxes, or, you know, it's a wand box, but and like I say, chocolate frog box. So, all right, we will finish that up right after this. Okay, I'm actually going to start with the candy box just because I think that's going to be the worst of it. Okay, so such an odd shape. It's got so many little pieces. I'm going to do something I may regret. These corners here, I'm just going to go ahead and trim them. I think they're going to be superfluous at the end. And I also think I don't have the patience or coordination to use them. So I'm just going to get them out of the way. On our lemon square box, I saw the writing on the walls, the small pieces like that. Okay, so let's see here. So we're going to have two folds on each arm. Oop, missed a. In theory. I think I missed that one. Already done that one, I believe. Okay. Let's see if I can. These little pieces that I cleaned off here. I guess now we'll find out whether or not that was a good idea. So these guys just all roll in. They come down on top. Okay, I think I'm going to just start off trying to hit these two. And then I'll use the tweezers to get everything else in place. Let's see, so it'll be something like that. Okay, so grip it from this side. I think I can make it work like that. Okay. Back to the old Gorilla Super Glue. Flip you over. Stick to each other, not to me. Okay. Now, that guy in like that. This guy into there. Enough showing there where I can hit it. Okay. Actually, I don't think it's bonding, but it's staying tucked in, so that's what I want. Okay. Not bad. let's say it. Not going to look as good as theirs did, or their picture did, but I still, given the complexity of that box, I'm pretty satisfied with that. That's not a disappointment at all. Let's see, quick update on this one. Whoa, we didn't like that. Oh. Okay, quick update on this one. I don't know what it was trying to focus on. But nothing in that close. Okay. Okay, so we got all our wand pieces, and it's basically a wand. One goes inside and the other one just sort of stands there as it's on the display. Okay, so it says supposed to unwrap this one and get one piece of the a little bit off. Oh. Okay. I think I got a little too much. It's supposed to wrap around this one. It's definitely a different type of wand building technique than I've used before. Okay, I'm going to cut it off right there because that looks like it will wrap the part that flew away. Yeah, I'm not really thrilled with this style because I don't really understand what the movie's just supposed to be. Wrapped around the end. I can't even get that to do it. Okay. Okay, let me grab that other piece and try it like that. Just bend it in half and put this in the middle. Okay. Yeah, I'm not feeling this. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's not flying. Okay, so I'll straighten this guy out again. Okay, gonna cheat. And got some of that. Let me go grab supply. I got an idea. Be right back. Okay, had a little bit of heat shrink tubing left over from a previous project. I think it was one of the book nooks. Maybe the Securidentia. I think it'll shrink down small enough to do that. Get my needle nose that I had down right in front of my face there. Grab you. Let's see if it shrinks that enough. Yep, it's hot. And if I singe it just right, it'll still end up brown. Only use a well-ventilated area. Okay. That, I think, a little bit more right there. Alright, give that a few minutes to cool off so I don't burn myself. Let's put you right there. Non-flammable material. Not that you're that hot. And put our decoration on there too, so maybe I'll remember where I put it. And back to boxes. Okay. Now, and this one I actually do need these teeny tiny tabs, so I'm sort of stuck with them. But they're not the weird angles, so I think it'll be alright. Okay. Goes down. Okay. I think it's going to be okay. Find a way to get a grip on that to get it shaped up. You and you down. I think, all right. Should work. Small, definitely wipe as much glue off. Okay, got that end done. Do the same thing here. So, just get close, I'll be happy. Okay, yeah. Knew that was going to happen. It still didn't stick on that one for some reason. I can't even grab the thing to fix it. Okay. Okay, well it's stuck now. Now this is supposed to slide down in there. It appears I had some glue on my tweezers because I just put that on there, but that's okay. That was a pretty good fit, so that's about that much down the bottom. Boom. All right. One down. Not fun, but I think it's, let's see, go this way first. Better job of bending beforehand now. See if that helps. In theory it should. Okay. These things are not goes in there. Just slide you over. That. Okay. Things you can't hang on to it to bend it without crushing it, and then that sort of defeats the purpose of it looking like something. Oh, touch, touch. Let's see if I can get you to. Video's getting a bit long, so I'm starting to feel the time crunch now. Okay. Another one that didn't want to stick down to the glue. Okay. Alright, there they go. Okay, so I got my wand box in my other wand box. Now, just a minute. Oops, I forgot. Evidently, I'm supposed to have one more of these little beads. Wand. Okay, so bead's supposed to go on the end down there. I think I'll put that on after. Supposed to get our gold trim. Oh, I couldn't see that. Let's wrap that around there. Make a little effect going on. Now, give me some of the B7000 because I think I'm about to use it twice. Drop right there. Drop a bead in there. And a few drops over here. Drop our wand in there. If I hadn't made it too up, knock the bead off. Okay, and then trim about that much off our wand, I hope. Okay, so our wand is mostly handle, it looks like. Okay. But I think the effect still works. If I'd known that was going to happen, I would have coated the whole thing in the shrink wrap. Or heat shrink. Okay. So that finishes up. Well, oh yeah, that should be staying in place now. So put our last bead in place. It's supposed to be the pull for our little cabinet here. Let's grab one more B7000 drop, sort of in the middle there. Come back here. In place. Alright, so we got our wand, our counter, our those, and those. And of course, the sign from yesterday. And that's all the progress we've made in 2 days. Looks better from this side, but I'm worried about that bead falling off. Yeah, I got some. Okay. I say, it doesn't seem like we're doing much, but we are doing quite a bit. So that's good. You know, I think it's good. I think it's going to end up being a really nice thing. We got, looks like, one more day of doing little fiddly pieces like this. Then we actually build onto the structure and some more little fiddly pieces too. So a little bit of everything going forward. We are gonna get to, like I say, we should get to building the window and the front of the store tomorrow. Get started on it anyway. But anyways, this one's gone on way a long time now. So thanks for watching, everybody. Like, subscribe, comment, complain, share. Do whatever you want to with all that. Be good to one another. Stay safe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.